Okay, so you just took your opponent down and you find yourself with his hands wrapped around your neck. Extremely common position for the person to latch onto your head. He's kind of frustrated here. He's using a lot of strength to try to squeeze your head off. So we want to use a clever strategy on how to free our head and put him in a worse position. Okay? So the main thing I want to do here is keep my hands very relaxed to avoid him from rolling me over the top. Go ahead and try. Hands on the ground, real relaxed. The other thing I'm doing, if you turn real quick, is I'm keeping my bottom low and my knee really close to his back. So I don't want to have my hips up like this. He's going to roll me over. So I keep my knees in, my butt down, my hands super relaxed. Go ahead and try the roll again. Here, no problem. Okay? Turn back this way. So now I want to maneuver myself to the mount, but when I do, I want to keep one foot on the floor with my knee pointed up. So if I need to, I can clear these legs out of the way with my arm. Now pull your foot in next to his belt. And now I make an adjustment with my back knee, bring it up right next to his head. Let's look at that from another angle. So here we are. Same position we started in. My leg is going to come over, use my arm to clear the legs if necessary. Bring my foot in close, and I'm going to scoop this knee high. I'm also going to get my butt down, my hands are very relaxed. At any point in this position, if I feel off balance, hands on the ground, stop the turn. Now, I'm going to make a frame using this hand on the soft tissue of his neck and reinforce with my own arm. It can go around or between his hands, your preference. I'm going to grind as I drive my weight in the direction of his head. And that frees the grip, okay? There's like a little magic button, when you sit up real quick, on the side of his neck, right here. This is the position that I'm going for. I'm using the bone of my arm, the sharp part of my arm, on that soft tissue, reinforcing with my own hand. So I make a fist, I grab my own wrist, and it's like a grinding movement into his neck. And actually the pressure comes somewhat from my arm, but a lot of it has to do with my leg driving to the ground using my body weight behind the frame that I created, which causes him to release. When you do it correctly, it's like a magic button. Bong! He's just going to let go of your neck. He doesn't want any part of it. So you should not really be like trying to pull your head out. That's not the technique at all. I'm putting so much body weight on him, making it so uncomfortable on him that he wants to let go. Let's do it slowly. He's got my neck, hands clasped, establish my base, foot comes over, bring my knee up, hands are very relaxed, arm comes in on his neck, I make a frame. Now, common mistake is to drive this way. Not really the same result. Remember, I want to go towards his head. As I grind, look at the leg pushing into the ground. Create the position. Once you get the head free, he's going to have pretty much three reactions. Reaction number one is he puts his back on the mat, in which case we land mounted. Okay? We've already talked about the mount. It's a great position. We don't want to do a full explanation of the mount right now. So anyways, this leads to the mount. Option number two, if we back up a little bit, once I make the position and I get my head free, he tries to roll over very slowly. He tries to roll to his belly. Watch. This foot hooks right away. Back foot hooks in. Make your adjustment so that you're on his low back, just like we talked before for the back control. Okay? Option number three, if we turn this way, let's slide over a little bit. Very good. Option number three, when I make the release, he chooses to stay on his side. He doesn't really move. Maybe he's just really uncomfortable from the neck pressure. What I want to do here is pull the arm off of my head, make my hand either on the ground or on his head. I could also control the far arm. These are gripping preferences that you can choose between. And then complete the arm lock here, just like we practiced before. Squeeze the knees together, lift the wrist, and apply the hip pressure to break the elbow. If you need more information, please refer to the lessons on mount, back control, and arm lock. Okay? But this is a hold that's going to lead to one of those three choices. Okay, so let's look a little bit more real time what the position is going to look like. I don't know what his reaction is going to be. I'll just have to react. Once I free my head, we'll see where he's going to go. Okay, so he gets me in a headlock. Taking my time to relax. Here we go. Standing headlock defense. Second variation. So let's look at it a little bit slower. When I'm in this clinch position, there's an opportunity that my opponent will have to latch onto my neck. It'll be one of two things. One, I fail to make my back straight. In other words, I was slouched over a bit. Or two, if I have my hands low around his hips, he has an opportunity to hook my neck and squeeze it. Okay? So you want to be prepared for this reaction. It's a very common thing for him to do. Okay? So the first one we looked at, his intention is to twist me to the floor. Yes. It's very heavy on my neck. So instead of trying to keep my head up, I'm going to just go with his energy, so to speak. And I'm going to step in front of him and turn him in a circular movement, ending up on top. Slowly, my hand cups his hip. My forehand goes to the inside of the knee. As I feel the pressure come, I step and I sit down and rotate. Now, you have complete control of the position and do the escape technique we previously talked about. Making the frame, getting your head free, and then you're out, okay? One safety tip with this one, the one we just did, you cannot pull his weight directly on top of your chest. That will be very uncomfortable for you. So you need to create enough of a rotation so that his body is falling next to you, not on top of you. One more time slowly. He twists, I step, put my butt down and rotate sideways. Make the frame, and once again you're out, okay? Next variation, once again I make a mistake in my grip or my posture. He latches onto my neck, but this time he steps in front of my body, completely in front of my body. So here, it's very hard to move around him. Every time I try, he moves with me. So he's got my head in a very vulnerable position. So what I'm going to do is take my hand, reach to the back of his shoulder. This hand goes to his knee. You can grab my neck. My left leg will go between his legs as I sit down and rotate with my hands. Now just escape like we previously talked about. You're out. Okay? Safety tip for this technique will be, this one's actually quite easy. There's a potential for you to injure your elbow when you go back very quickly. So be cautious. The hand that's on top of his neck, we don't want to bang that elbow on the hard ground. So he steps in front. I grab and grab. When I step my leg through, I'm going to be very careful not to bang my elbow on the ground. And there we have it. Headlock counters and a couple of self-defense techniques and strategies to deal with the headlock. Okay?